Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Olga is here. For those of you who haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. Please hit the bell as well to get the latest notifications about the videos I post out there for you guys. And let's go ahead and jump into today's video. I am going to be reviewing this new foundation by Rimmel. So this is called Rimmel Long Lasting Finish 24-Hour Breathable Long Wear Foundation with High Definition Finish. This is a medium coverage. So let me just start by saying that I have tested this foundation today. I had this on. I did take a picture of myself towards the end of that day. So I wore the foundation approximately for 5 or 6 hours. I'm going to attach the picture right here so you can see how the foundation looked after the prolonged wear. And now I just have a bare skin so that I can apply it again onto my skin and show you guys how the foundation performs when you put this on, how it actually incorporates into the skin, how it blends, and all sorts of those things. Right now, I don't have anything on my face. It is my bare skin. There is no filter. I don't have a filter. I actually didn't know what the filter was for a very long time. And when I heard people talking about, well, these YouTubers, they use filters, I was actually thinking that there's literally some kind of like a circle filter that you put on your lens. I knew that there are filters for taking pictures on Instagram where you have the, the ears and the nose and all of that. That's what I thought about filters, or when you upload something onto the Facebook, there is filters you can use, but I never thought that there are filters. Never mind. Oh, what am I talking about? Okay, I'm sorry. We're going to go back to the foundation review. My bare skin, there is no product on it. There is some product on it, okay? So I have the Jordana lip pencil because otherwise my lips are very pale. I just don't know. I don't like that, so I needed to outline my lips. But other than that, there is no product on my skin. So this is all natural. We're going to talk about the specs of this foundation. So I purchased this at my local Walgreens. This retails for whopping $7.99. This product contains 30 milliliters of the product, which is pretty standard. I was surprised when I looked in the back. Look at this. First of all, look at this. So here's your little leaflet that you can peel off, and there you get extra additional information about the ingredients. It also has the expiration date, which this one will expire in August of 2019. This comes with the SPF 20, and it protects your skin. So this has sunscreen in it. It also is made in Monaco. I was surprised. Normally, I don't see that country on the made in so-and-so such and such country list. Normally things are made in Canada, USA, People's Republic of China, France, all of those places. I'm not saying that it couldn't be made there. I'm just saying that it was really, really, really surprising to see that it was made in Monaco. I was actually like, hey, that's kind of cool. This is shade 101 Classic Ivory. Normally, I do not like buying drugstore foundation, even though I do have the video on how to pick the drugstore foundation and tips on how you can do it. I do not like buying it because it's a guessing game. I mean, you cannot test the product in a store, and if you are, stop, it's gross. You cannot test the product in a store because it's a grocery store, drugstore, whatever. You shouldn't be opening their containers. I have never seen any testers in there. But basically, if you are buying in a drugstore, you are playing a guessing game. I suppose you can bring your other foundation, or have it with you in a car, quickly run outside into the daylight, and then come back and return this one if it's not a match. But still, it is harder to match because it is a glass. Glass, even though it's clear, it does change the way some products look inside. Also, you're looking at the foundation not in the natural daylight when you're at the store. So it is a little bit out there when it comes to choosing foundation like that. Is this my shade? Is it not my shade? So to this day, I still don't know if this is my shade. I've put this on today. It looked fairly decent. It oxidized a little bit, but overall it stayed true. I want to say that part was okay. So without further dilly-dally and talking and all of that, I'm going to get my hair out of the way. I already have my damp beauty blender. I have put the Truth serum onto my face, the Ole Henriksen Truth Serum. I believe, if I'm not saying the name right, I will attach the picture over there somewhere on the screen. There will be a picture of what I put on my skin. Oh, and I do have some Drunk Elephant Behydra on top of that as well to hydrate my skin. So right now I'm just going to go into this foundation. And something else that I was surprised to find is that this is the applicator. So it does kind of remind me of the Tarte Shape Tape Under Eye Concealer, and it does remind me of that. The smell, it's a typical foundation smell. It's actually not that gross. I don't like the way Wet and Wild smells. That I cannot stand. I cannot stand Wet and Wild smell. It smells gross. So you would have to wait for that review for a while before I can overcome my issues with the smell of Wet n Wild foundation. But going back to Rimmel, this actually smells okay. I mean, it's not that ugly. I can tolerate this totally. And I just kind of, I guess, put this on, and then I'll get my damp beauty blender and start blending and see what happens. This is medium coverage, however, I mean, I knew this when I was buying it. I knew it's medium coverage. I just want to see right now, as I'm playing with this foundation for the second time, I want to see if it's buildable. I want to apply a bit more and see if I can actually build it to a bit more full coverage, because your girl over here likes full coverage foundations. I have a lot of acne scars, and even though right now I don't have acne and I have pretty good skincare routine, but from my younger years I had acne scars and I didn't really take care of my skin the way I should have been. I just didn't know about that. I didn't know the importance of that. So that's why I have things that I really like to cover up. I just don't want to have them in the open, and when I can see those things through my skin, like through the foundation, I mean, I don't like that. So I definitely prefer full coverage foundation. So I'm going to put on a little bit more because I still see my scars. I just don't like that. I don't like that. I do like this big applicator, but it does remind me of the Shape Tape concealer. I mean, it does. So right now I'm going to go into my Tarte Shape Tape concealer, because I already can tell you from just playing with this foundation, and of course I wore it earlier today, so I know what it looks like. It's not a surprise to me. I don't like that. I don't like that I can see everything through this foundation. I mean, it didn't even cover the faintest of my acne scars. It just doesn't do it for me. So I am gonna talk about that when we get to my final words and verdict and all of that. Let me just go ahead and apply my Tarte Shape Tape, and I am going to just randomly put it all over here, because this is where the majority of my scarring is. And something else I'm noticing, it doesn't play well with this concealer. It just doesn't want to, blend, it doesn't want to receive the product, if you understand what I'm saying. It's like, it's as if the product, this concealer, is sitting on top of this foundation and it just doesn't want to budge. Like it's not working together very well. It can happen though. That I'm not going to hold against this foundation, simply because there could be different type of formulas, different type of ingredients, and these things happen. It does happen with high-end foundations too. Sometimes certain concealers and certain foundations just do not play well together. I'm going to take this Fit Me by Maybelline loose powder, and I'm going to set this foundation, my concealer. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't like what I'm having on my face, but we are reviewing this product, so we just have to pull through together. It's all for you guys, for YouTube. I'm gonna put some of my favorite liquid lip by Kat Von D, because I just can't look at my lips. They're so pale. They're just so pale. I'm not gonna do my eyebrows or anything else right now because I'm just not enjoying all of this, and I don't know if I want to keep this stuff on or just go ahead and wash off my face. It just does not make me happy. Now, I knew very well when I was buying it that this is medium coverage. It said that on the bottle. So even though at the moment when I was buying it, I knew this is not full coverage foundation, but the reason I wanted to try it is because I wanted to try something different than what I normally do, which I normally wear full coverage foundation. If I can hide all of this skin behind 7 layers of foundation, I will be doing that too, as long as it doesn't fall off, you know. But I mean, I knew very well, but now that I have tested the product, wore the product, I'm going to attach that picture once again so you can see how it fell apart around my nose after wearing it for 5 hours. I want to tell you that this is not even light coverage. So when they said medium coverage, they have really talked up their game. This is nowhere near medium coverage because I can see all of my acne scars, all of my little imperfections that are actually not that strong, so it should be fairly easy. If it was medium coverage, it should have concealed something. I felt like I was actually really relying on my Tarte Shape Tape. I could have gone ahead and just done my whole face with this and probably would have been happier because this just did not provide any coverage for me whatsoever. I don't mind seeing skin through foundation. I do mind seeing everything through the foundation. And yes, if you have beautiful skin and you don't have any imperfections, you don't have any discolorations, or you probably are 12 and you don't need foundation. So there, I said it, I needed to say that. Now, my final words and verdict, as you have probably already guessed where this is going. This is not going well for this foundation. I am not happy with it. It does not provide medium coverage for me. Of course, looking at the back of this product description right here, it states that it has the ingredient of octinoxate ingredient of 4%. I am like, what is octinoxate? Let's Google it. I mean, I knew it's something has to do with sunscreen, but I didn't know exactly much about this. I'm not a chemist. I barely made it through chemistry in high school, but no matter. We have Google for it, right? So I looked it up, and this is what I found. I mean, again, I'm not a chemist or a pharmacist, so I don't know. And internet does provide a lot of incorrect information as well, so take it all with a grain of salt. This octinoxate is considered an endocrine disruptor. So apparently if you have issues with hormones or something like that going on in your body, this type of ingredient is absorbed really fast through the skin because it acts as it's a sunblock. It protects you from the free radicals of sun, but it gets absorbed through the skin rather rapidly, and if you do have those types of issues, it might actually, I guess, make these issues worse for you. So something else I found out was that FDA approves this ingredient in cosmetics and sunscreens up to 7.5%. So I don't know. I mean, it's at 4%. Is it really dangerous? I'm not going to start a witch hunt against Rimmel because it's not like I went into every single foundation that I own and said, oh, does this have it? Does this have it? Oh no, these don't have it. Oh, I'm going to go after Rimmel and say, my goodness, how dare you put this into foundation? I'm not going to say anything like that because it's not like I sat down and cross-checked every single sunscreen, every single foundation that I own. I did not do that. So I'm not going to start witch hunt against them on that. I don't like it for other reasons, but I wanted to throw that information out there for the viewer because we don't know what kind of concerns somebody else out there has. You know, if you have those hormone issues or you have those concerns, does it affect you as a female? Does it affect pregnancy? Does it affect you if you're breastfeeding? I'm not a doctor. I just wanted to put that there is that information out there. I'm going to link all of this stuff down below. I'm going to link articles I found on Google. I'm not saying that they are 100% accurate because, like I said, Internet is internet, but information is out there. So if you are interested, I would recommend doing research on this ingredient and seeing for yourself if it indeed is considered dangerous, how dangerous, and all of those things. So personally, if this did provide full coverage, I would be using this foundation, even with this ingredient. So I just wanted to throw that out there. However, this ingredient doesn't help the case of this foundation. So not only is it not medium coverage, it also has this ingredient in it. And it makes me uncomfortable to say, oh yeah, I approve this product because I'm super comfortable using it. No, it does make me concerned. So I would not be recommending it on several reasons. But majority of my reason for not approving this foundation is because it doesn't provide any coverage. You might be as well using some kind of BB, CC cream. I think you would get more coverage from those products rather than from this. It is not expensive. I mean, $7.99 is decent for foundation in a drugstore. I did not expect miracle or a magic potion from this bottle or anything like that, but I was expecting some kind of medium coverage from this bottle. So do let me know in the comment section down below if you want me to review more foundations from the drugstore. I am interested to kind of start doing that because as I was scrolling down my list of videos, I have noticed that I have buttload of eyeshadow palette reviews and I'm like, girl, when was the last time you reviewed foundation? I don't know. There's probably 1 or 2 reviews for foundation. I don't think I had like dedicated section for foundations reviews. So if you want to see more of that, do sound off in the comment section down below. Also, do let me know. I mean, has anyone tried this? Do you guys like it? I mean, if you like that kind of light coverage, great. Like I said, I'm not against the brand. I actually like Rimmel and I like their other products. This is just one of those things. Even great brands might have hits and misses. It's not just exclusive and say, ooh, this is a bad brand. That's not what I'm saying. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Again, if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. I'd appreciate that very much. You are keeping me motivated, making more videos for you, and I will see you all very soon in my next video. I love you. Bye!